Hi, everyone, and welcome to another insightful episode of Reactoon Talkshow. I'm your host, Mr. Meta, and today we're diving into a critical topic that affects us all, the hidden dangers of usury and its impact on individuals and society. Let's jump right in. To kick things off, let's clarify what usury actually means. Usury refers to the charging of excessively high interest rates on loans, often leading to debt spirals and financial strain for individuals and families. But it's not just about individuals. Usury has broader societal consequences. It widens the wealth gap, as those in already vulnerable positions are hit the hardest. This economic inequality can lead to social unrest and instability. The economic implications of usury are profound, often resulting in a stark divide between those who benefit from accumulating wealth and the majority who find themselves trapped in a cycle of financial dependency. High interest rates disproportionately burden vulnerable individuals and families, limiting their ability to accumulate savings and invest in their future. This disparity widens the wealth gap, concentrating economic power in the hands of a few while perpetuating a system where the rest are shackled by interest payments, thus fostering a state of financial servitude. This cycle of inequality not only undermines economic progress but also erodes the principles of social justice and equal opportunity. The psychological toll of usury is often underestimated. Constant financial pressure can take a toll on mental health, affecting overall well-being and relationships. The impact of usury on mental health cannot be understated. Constant financial pressure, coupled with the looming burden of high interest payments, creates a breeding ground for stress, anxiety, and even depression. The feeling of being trapped in a cycle of debt can lead to a sense of hopelessness, affecting overall well-being and emotional stability. As individuals struggle to make ends meet, the toll on mental health can strain relationships, erode self-esteem, and hinder one's ability to focus on other aspects of life. The psychological strain of usury underscores the urgent need for fair and responsible financial practices that prioritize the mental well-being of individuals and families. Economically, usury can hinder growth. When a significant portion of income goes towards interest payments, there's less money available for spending and investing, slowing down economic development. The call to entirely eliminate usury from our financial systems is resounding, given its profound detriments to both individuals and society. In its place, the promotion of equitable trading should take precedence, facilitating transactions that contribute positively to economic progress. Concurrently, the significance of charity should be emphasized, a practice rooted in ethical values and capable of offering substantial relief from poverty. Financial experts stress that if even a fraction, specifically 2.5%, of the surplus wealth possessed by affluent individuals, often exceeding their basic necessities, were allocated annually to charitable causes, the eradication of global poverty would become a tangible reality. This transition from usury to the realms of just trading and benevolence stands as a pivotal stride towards cultivating a world that is fairer, more balanced, and collectively prosperous. The harrowing consequences of being ensnared by usury extend far beyond financial struggles, often leading to a cascade of devastating events. When individuals find themselves unable to meet the exorbitant interest demands, they become vulnerable targets for harassment, both mentally and physically. The weight of debt can push them to the brink, subjecting them to a cycle of emotional torment that erodes their mental well-being. In extreme cases, the desperation to escape the clutches of debt can drive individuals to engage in criminal activities out of sheer desperation. Tragically, this dire situation can escalate to horrific outcomes, including instances of violence, sexual exploitation, and, heartbreakingly, even suicides or murders. This bleak trajectory underscores the urgent need for comprehensive reform in financial systems to shield individuals from the treacherous grip of usury and its devastating aftermath. It's important to distinguish between usury and trading, as these two concepts are fundamentally divergent in their impact on individuals and society. While some may mistakenly equate them, they are opposite sides of the same coin. Usury, marked by exorbitant interest rates, leads to financial exploitation and traps individuals in cycles of debt, inflicting harm on their financial well-being and mental health. On the contrary, trading involves the exchange of goods or assets with the potential for mutual benefit, fostering economic growth and empowerment. Recognizing this distinction is crucial, as it underscores the need to advocate for ethical financial practices that promote trading and equitable transactions, steering clear of the detrimental effects associated with usury. Interest, seemingly innocuous in the short term, exerts a subtle yet relentless erosion on one's wealth over time. What might appear as modest gains in the beginning soon transform into a compounding force that works against financial stability. The magic of compounding, when viewed from the perspective of interest, morphs into a double-edged sword as it accumulates not only one's earnings but also the burden of debt. The higher the interest rates climb, the more voraciously they consume earnings, leaving individuals with a diminished portion of their hard-earned wealth. This gradual depletion, often unnoticed in the day-to-day, manifests as a significant setback in the long run. It's a stark reminder that the pursuit of interest, which promises growth, inadvertently leads to the corrosion of one's financial foundation, underscoring the need for prudent financial choices that prioritize sustainable wealth preservation over time. Throughout history, the voices of prophets have echoed a stern warning against the perils of usury, recognizing it as a pathway to divine displeasure. From Moses to Jesus, and from Muhammad to others, peace be upon them all, their teachings resound with a common message: engaging in exploitative financial practices is an affront to ethical principles and divine values. The universal wisdom they shared underscores that usury not only inflicts harm on individuals and societies but also invites divine wrath. The phrase "there is no might nor power except with God" serves as a reminder of our reliance on a higher power, and in recognizing this, we're encouraged to seek protection from the pitfalls of usury. By imploring God's safeguarding, we strive for a harmonious relationship with the divine, aiming to earn His favor both in this worldly life and the hereafter. This aligns with the teachings of various faith traditions, fostering a sense of accountability and promoting just financial practices that resonate with the core values of compassion, equity, and virtuous living. Delving into the systemic impact of interest rates reveals a complex web of effects that reverberate throughout economies. Interest rates shape borrowing costs, influence consumer spending, and drive investment decisions, all of which collectively mold economic growth. Fluctuations in interest rates influence employment levels, currency values, and even inflation rates, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond financial markets. Understanding these intricate connections enables policymakers and analysts to navigate economic landscapes more effectively, striving for a balance that sustains prosperity and stability on both national and global scales. Charity, at first glance, may appear to deplete one's wealth, but in reality, it becomes a catalyst for a different kind of enrichment. By selflessly sharing resources, individuals open themselves to a cycle of blessings that extend beyond material gains. Conversely, the allure of apparent wealth growth through usury conceals a deceptive reality. As interest accumulates, it stealthily erodes both financial stability and ethical integrity. What seems like economic prosperity is, in fact, a path toward eventual financial decay and moral compromise. This contrast highlights the profound distinction between the two choices, underscoring that giving may seem like a reduction but leads to abundance, while usury-driven gains create an illusion of growth that ultimately diminishes both material wealth and ethical harmony. Breaking free from the cycle of usury requires awareness and education. Exploring alternative financial solutions and promoting responsible lending practices can be the way forward. Escaping the unrelenting cycle of debt and interest payments requires a strategic approach rooted in financial prudence. By formulating a comprehensive budget, focusing on debt repayment strategies, and seeking expert guidance, individuals can gradually regain control over their finances. Prioritizing necessary expenses, embracing frugality, and exploring alternative income sources are pivotal steps toward breaking free from the clutches of interest-driven debt. This journey demands commitment, patience, and a steadfast determination to rebuild financial stability and secure a brighter future. Usury supporters may show traits like self-centeredness and wealth obsession, potentially neglecting broader societal needs. However, it's important to avoid sweeping generalizations. Approach usury perspectives with nuanced understanding. Not all proponents embody negative characteristics, motivations differ. Encouraging open dialogue fosters comprehension of various outlooks, promoting respectful and informed conversations. Engaging in respectful dialogue becomes imperative in urging individuals to reconsider their endorsement of usury, as it bears detrimental impacts on both society and individuals. Through open conversations, we can strive to shed light on the ethical and societal consequences, aiming to foster understanding and encourage a departure from such practices. However, should such efforts prove ineffective, it becomes necessary for law enforcement agencies to implement stringent legal actions, reinforcing the stance against usury for the collective well-being. As we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that the hidden dangers of usury go beyond the financial realm. They seep into our lives, our communities, and our societies at large. It's our responsibility to advocate for fair and ethical financial practices that empower individuals and promote a healthier society. We encourage you to actively engage in our mission for positive change by liking, sharing, subscribing, and spreading the word. Your support is invaluable in creating a meaningful impact. Together, we can drive change effectively and freely. Don't forget to explore our diverse range of videos to gain deeper insights and perspectives. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Reactoon Talkshow. Remember, knowledge is power, and together, we can build a better future for all. Stay informed, stay aware, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!
Please like, share, and comment on video. Do not forget to subscribe channel and hit the bell icon for updates.